Okay, so I am live on Facebook and Instagram. So let me try to face it like this. So some days or sometimes I'm going to be looking at Instagram and sometimes I'm going to be looking at Facebook. So um, yeah, don't be disturbed by the changing because I have everything kind of like lined up here. So freaking Venus and Scorpio. We have had the serious Scorpio vibes for the past couple of weeks, and we're really seeing it in love relationships, but there's an overall intensity in all relationships, but definitely in love relationships. So if that's you, um, you're not alone in this. Just wanted to let you know that. So I'm going to do a overall collective forecast, and here are the decks I'm using. So we are still in this Libra season. So Libra season's all about finding balance, creating balance, justice. And it is definitely the time of relationships. Which is great and not great because it definitely doesn't feel like Libra season to most of us. It feels like Scorpio season has already come upon us with all of this transformation, and we're all feeling like the phoenix rising from the ashes energy. Okay, I'm laying out the cards as you guys come in, and I'm going to type in a comment on Facebook. Because I'm finding that that's the key. Like, I don't start seeing comments until I actually type it in the Facebook Live comment thing, and then all of a sudden they all start flowing. Okay, so I'm going to take 7 people today to do readings because I have limited time. I usually can do 10 or more, but today it's going to be 7. So if you definitely want a reading today, you need to put it in the comments. I'm just going to do first come, first served. Hello, everybody. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Marie. Okay, so I have a Sorrow Mandel. Hi, Sorrow or Sorrow. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. And Marie. Okay. So Sorrow, Marie. Elizabeth. Okay, it went by so fast, I don't know which Elizabeth it is. Oh, hi, Elizabeth Forsland. Okay. So that's 3. Let's see, I'm just going to put 4, 5, 6, 7, and just put the names here. Thanks, Diana. Good morning, Laura. Hi, Melise. Okay, so Melise is number 4. Lisa is number 5, Lisa Carmichael. Okay, so after Lisa, I have 2 more. So if you want to request a live reading, do it now. Okay. So right now, I don't see any followers watching this on Instagram, but that's okay. Sometimes Facebook goes out, and then you could always switch over to the Instagram feed because it'll keep going if the Facebook one goes out. Okay, I'm seeing Laura. Would love a reading, Laura Moritz. Okay. And Audrey Arnold, you're the last one. Okay, that's number 7. And we do have a full moon in Aries. So yeah, so again, fire energy with the Scorpio is totally the phoenix rising from the ashes. So right now, we're all burning shit down so it can, rise again in everything in its new form, right? So I will probably be coming back on Friday for those of you who, yeah, Audrey Arnold was the last one. So Diana and Kimberly and anybody after that, I can't do any more readings past those 7 today because I'm going to be out of time. But I'll probably be back on Friday. So if you can make it back on Friday for the full moon in Aries energy, which is going to be, again, another intense, fiery culmination. So a lot of things are coming to light. And so I always start with the collective reading. So here are the fabulous decks I've chosen for today. The first one, of course, is the Tarot of Sex Magic. What would Venus and Scorpio be without sex magic, right? This is an essential one for today. The other deck is the Oracle of the Mermaids. Beautiful deck. And then we're also going to pull from the Romance Angels Oracle cards. Another pretty deck. So I do have actually my Golden Universal too, which we will use for like clarification purposes if we need. So the Golden, oh, look what's on the bottom, Justice. So this is the Libra card of the Major Arcana. It's a beautiful deck. It's like the Waite Rider deck, except it has all these beautiful gold embellishments. It's really, really pretty. Okay. So for the Venus and Scorpio energies. So Venus moved into Scorpio today. And what that means is love, relationships, all of that good stuff is going to be very highly charged sexually. It's going to be very erotic. So things are going to heat up. Now, Scorpio is also known for obsession. So, you know, the things you have to be careful of when Venus is in Scorpio is obsessing over somebody. Hello, I do that all the time. And jealousy. It's also, you know, I'm feeling, oh, wow, that was fast. Already got one card from the Tarot Sex Magic. It's also a time to maybe keep secrets. Yeah. Yeah, be careful not to like overshare. I don't know why I'm getting that message yet, but we're just going to trust that there's a reason for that. Okay, so we got 2 cards from Sex Magic. We got 1 card from the Mermaid deck. And now I'm going to pull 1 card from the Romance Angels deck. So, hi Nancy, hi Cindy. So basically this first part of the reading is for the collective, and then 7 people put their names in when I first got on for individual readings, mini readings, and I will do those. That's all I'll have time to do for today. And like I said, I'll probably be back on Friday for the full moon in Aries. Okay, Romance Angels, let's focus on this. What do the Romance Angels want us to know? Okay, so the Tarot of Sex Magic, we have the Knave of Swords. It's great imagery, right? And the 10 of Swords. Ooh, okay. These are pretty hard energies, but what these 2 cards are saying together is you may find out something today that makes you want to end a situation that feels like a painful ending to a situation. It could definitely be in romance or love, or it could be in work. There's a lot of, I feel like between now and next Monday, there's going to be a lot of endings. And again, remember we were talking about this fiery energy that's happening right now, and that's the phoenix burning and then rising again from the ashes. So there's going to be a destructive energy to break things down that are no longer working in your relationships. It could be old patterns. It could be a relationship itself. But I think for many, many of you, from looking from these cards, this is a lesson about stepping into your power. And if you've been putting up with situations that they're not really up to snuff for you in relationships of any kind, that those relationships are going to end, or those aspects of the relationships are going to end. So it's actually very positive, but we're going to feel the burn first. We're going to feel the destruction first, the sadness, the pain of letting go of these old ideas of how to be in relationships, these old patterns of how to be in relationships. And part of that might be because you're going to get some news over the next, the next few days. All right, so I want to look up what the actual... So the Tarot of Sexual Magic each has their own, like, a little bit of like a prescription. So the first one we got is the Knave of Swords. And this one says, a little book out here. Biting. The magic of bitter almonds. Enemies of the couple are both inside and outside of it. They should look at each other. Vigilance does not distract from pleasure, and pleasure does not distract from vigilance. Okay, so the meaning of this card, in as far as the medicine that is required for this time period in your love relationship, and maybe in other relationships too, it's all around there's outside circumstances. Remember in the beginning I said I was hearing a message about keeping secrets, like not, so maybe you just met somebody and you're just falling in love and you're feeling insecure, and you might have a tendency to overshare, or you might have a tendency to, have a lot of doubts around a love relationship right now. And the problem with that is you might start talking to your friends about it, or your family, and they're all like, oh, that jerk, or that bitch, or whatever, just dump her, or just, blah, blah, blah. This might be a time period where people don't give you the right advice. So my advice, which of course is correct, because I'm the Tarot Chris, the all-knowing Chris, right? That's how you know me. Just kidding, of course. My advice to you is to kind of hold back. Don't overshare what's going on in the inner sanctum of your relationship, because everybody's going to have an opinion, and it's just going to make you doubt, and then you might actually sabotage a good thing. So right now you're not going to maybe necessarily know if this is the right thing or not. You might be like, what the fuck is going on? So go into pleasure. Just try to keep things lighter than usual. They're going to feel heavy because the next card is the Ten of Swords. So this is about an ending. I feel like for some of you, this ending is like the final ending in a relationship, in a way of being in relationships, all of the above. So I'm not saying not to, seek support. Thanks, Nancy. Hi, Kath. Thanks for sending the cute faces. Seek support, but you don't have to give every gory detail. Well, he said, and she said, and I said, and da 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 da. Don't go into pettiness. So Scorpio energy can definitely go into pettiness because Scorpios can slice. We know how Scorpios can slice with their words. They can cut people off. They could just walk away. So, this could be also a job, a job that you've been doing for some time, or working for somebody, or a partnership in your career livelihood that comes to an end. So I feel like whatever's going to happen, it's not completely unexpected, but it feels like the timing feels like what the fuck kind of timing. Yeah, so number 10 of Swords says, squeezing the magic of the tears. Even pain can be transformed into power. You mustn't flee from emotions, but rather use them to find the true essence of our desires. Even pain can be transformed into power. You mustn't flee from emotions, but rather use them, the true essence of ours. So interesting, because the next card is from the Mermaid deck. It says the wave of power. So yeah, this is a really amazingly congruent message for the collective right now. Scorpionic energy is water, and it has a lot to do with power. And I got interesting little light things on my face. I'm like, the tears, the emotions, the pain and the pleasure, you're going to be feeling like all the feels over the next, 4 to 5 days in this cycle. Because we just dropped into Venus and Scorpio, which is intensifying all of this. And then on top of that, we're having an Aries full moon Saturday. So it's going to be a fuckload of emotions of every kind. So I feel like what these cards are also saying, that there is power to be found also in your desires. Venus is all about desire. It's all about wealth. It's all about beauty, the power of the feminine. And not just the power of the feminine women, but the power of feminine in men. We all have a feminine and masculine side. So the scorpionic energy is going to come upon us like a wave of power. So like I said, whatever news, whatever truths come out, feel the emotions. Don't try to escape the emotions with drinking, or getting really stoned. Don't try to escape it. Really try to ride the wave of emotions, because that's where your power is going to be. The next card is from the Romance Angels. It says, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Show it on my Instagram and on Facebook. So what this is telling me is, when these scenarios come up that are painful, don't just try to escape them. Really go into it and see, how can I love myself first in this situation? Whoever the other person or people are in the scenario, it's an extremely powerful emotional interaction. So yeah, I'm going to pull a couple of the golden universal cards to get some more clarification on what is going on for this Venus and Scorpio energy. So Venus is in Scorpio, probably about a month? Woo, okay. All right, so we have a double confirmation. Again, we got the 10 of Swords. Something is definitely coming to an end. I'll show it on Instagram too. So this card is telling us that turn your pain into power. This is all about like I said, the phoenix burning. You have to get to this place, this kind of ending, to rise from the ashes, right? Everything has to be burned to the ground. I'm sorry for all of us. It's not going to be a fun thing. It's going to be stressful. It's going to be painful. But it's so powerful. So to use this power for the good, for the positive, it's really important that you do love yourself first, that you go within, that you, what are the desires that give me true pleasure? And I'm not talking about the alcohol and the pot and all of that stuff, the drugs. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, they're saying it's a really bad time to be not sober. You want to be sober during this time and really learn the lesson, because if you don't learn the lesson, it's just going to repeat itself. You have a real opportunity to up-level your relationships in all aspects, and you have to take this opportunity because the King of Cups is also here. So clarifying the message, the King of Cups is the master of the emotions. In fact, this card is the card that represents Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. In particular, it is the masculine side of the sign. And what we find with especially the kings of those particular signs, the kings of the Scorpio kings, the Pisces kings, and the Cancerian kings, is that they're very loving, they're nurturing, but they do tend to be able to cover their emotions, so you don't know what they're feeling. There are turbulent seas ahead, is what he's saying to me. There's turbulent seas ahead, which is turbulent emotions in relationships. And basically, it's like all the shit from the bottom of your unconscious is going to get stirred up. And that's, again, that's where the power is. The power is going under the wave, going under into that underworld place, right? Because Pluto rules Scorpio. Pluto just went direct about a week ago. So yeah, secrets are going to come out, and some of the secrets might be, I've loved you my whole life, or I've loved you for years, or I just saw you and I knew you're the one. I mean, it could be intense in that way too. It doesn't necessarily mean the end of your life as a couple. It could, for single people, it could mean the end of your single life. It could mean very intense love. So again, the caution here is to love yourself first. I mean, that's kind of like a common, yeah, I know that, whatever, but what does it really mean? And finding that for yourself, because this love could be so highly charged. It's going to be very sexual, but it's not going to be very long-lived if you don't love yourself first, if you don't find your own power and step into that power, okay? Whew, intense. Okay, so from the Oracle of the Mermaids, I'm going to read part of the Wave of Power, so you have this on the recording, so you can refer back. I know I'm going to refer back to this reading because I'm not going to remember it that well when I'm done. And I have a feeling this is really important messages for all of us. Okay, so the wave of power, a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. It is time for you to seek out and optimize the power of natural cycles. As a great wave of power is gathering, and instead of being a voyeur as it passes by, watching and observing, as you so often have done, you can now catch this wave, rise up high, and find yourself traveling and moving at a great pace through the many changes you have long sought to make. This is a time of triumph, of harnessing and directing, of asserting your will and knowing what it is you want. So what do you want? Be really clear. That's part of loving yourself first, right? Is knowing what you want and then declaring it and making boundaries to support that. The power is gathering. It will be here soon. Decide now what it is you want, for you can move in the direction of dreams and succeed at this amazing, impressive time. Rise up, because you too have power and you too are part of this great cycle. It is a glorious time to participate and be at the forefront. Feel the force within you match the power that approaches you. Together, when fused, there can be a great time of progress and magic. Okay. So I think to ride this wave of power, you need to let go of the past. Hi, Michael. Thanks. And Cindy. Oh yeah, you are too late. I only picked 7 people for today. So I'll probably be back on Friday for the new moon. I mean the full moon in Aries, because it's so fiery, and we'll probably need to do some readings. Okay. So yeah, I feel like we're getting some really good, useful messages. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to go into the individual readings now. And the first person is Soro. And I'm going to shuffle these cards a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to do, I might have some readings times for the $25, the Tuesday Tarot special, which I usually do on Tuesdays, but Tuesdays have been too busy. So, and then yesterday I was dealing with getting dehydrated. Thanks, Lisa. You're so sweet. So I'm feeling better today, but Scorpio's water. And we have Aries, a lot of Aries energy. So Aries is fire. So don't let yourself get dehydrated. Drink plenty of water. And it will also help you move through old stuck patterns. So I'm thinking I will probably have a couple readings available between 2 and 3 p.m. today. If anybody wants that, you can DM me. I would DM right away before they get taken. If you want readings, personal readings, and they're $25 and 20 minutes. So from between 2 and 3 p.m. we're doing that. And then I'll probably open up some more times on Friday. We just have a big client roster and some writing to do today. And then I'm meeting with my writing coach at 11, so that's why I have to pop off a little early. Okay, Soro, this is your card for the Venus and Scorpio cycle. So for the next month, here is your advice. 8 of Swords. This is a great card to get. This is all about feeling stuck. What they're telling me to tell you is that you're not stuck. You might feel stuck in a relationship that's not working or in a job that's not working. Whatever the case is, you feel like you can't make a decision, you can't move forward, like you're stalemated. And really, this is about taking off the blindfold. Take off the blinders so it's up to you, Soro. They're saying, you feel like you're out of control, that you don't have control, you don't have the power. You do. You have to claim the power and make the change that you want to make. Okay? So they're saying keep the faith, even if you have to do baby steps, do each baby step to make the changes. You know, like don't give up and just be like, oh, I can't do it. I just can't. You know, it's like if you say you can't, you can't, is what this card is telling you. Okay? So say, I can do this, and just go step by step, is what they're saying. Just take it slow. Thank you. And my next reading is for Marie. Okay, Marie, this one is for you. This is for your Venus and Scorpio time period. The High Priestess, Major Arcana. Okay, Marie, you are, I think you've been getting this in a lot of your readings with me lately, but I feel like you're so connected to beyond the veil. You're just, yeah, I think they're saying you recently just had a dream about, maybe it was about your son, maybe it was about something in your life, but I feel like you're in contact with this mystery. Keep doing what you're doing. I think, keep doing meditation, keep doing ritual. Something big is about to be revealed to you. It might come through your dreams. It might just be an intuitive meeting. Something happens, like you follow your instincts, you follow your gut, and you run into somebody and it's like, whoa, okay. So big, happy, I feel like a big, happy change is on the way for you, but there's a revelation that needs to come in first. Oh, okay, awesome, Suro. Thank you. My pleasure. Okay, Marie, that was yours. Okay, Elizabeth Forsland, darling. Okay, here's your card. I hope you're still on and here. Elizabeth, Venus in Scorpio for Elizabeth. Venus in Scorpio. So the next month, about what does Elizabeth need to know? What is the advice? Oh, okay, that was a clumsy drop, and this was the one that fell out. Okay. Five of Swords, there's definitely something going on with communication. There's a conflict happening, either in your a personal relationship, love relationship, or work. And there's been a miscommunication between two parties, you and someone else. I mean, you could be in the middle of it. I feel like what this is telling you, the advice here is, make sure this is, however you decide to deal with this conflict, with this matter, and I think this is kind of natural to you anyways, make it a win-win for everybody involved, okay? And don't be afraid to speak your mind. The other side of this too is that someone could use information against you. Remember, we talked about in the beginning of the collective reading, be careful what you tell people. So if you're kind of like planning something new, or you're not sure, you're feeling a little bit unsteady or just wobbly about something, keep it to yourself or talk to someone, like your husband, somebody you really trust and know won't go like spewing gossip all over the place. Okay? I hope that helps, Elizabeth. Okay, the next one is for Melise. If Melise is still here, I hope you are, darling. This is a card for you. Wow, you got 2 cards, 2 sevens. The 7 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. 7 is a divine number. It's the number of destiny. It's the number that you are on your divine path and being divinely guided by the universe, God, goddess, whoever it is that you believe in. You've been very patient around a situation. You've had to defend yourself. You've had to defend yourself about, I don't know, how you spend money or how you're saving money. I feel like this is involved with money. And this is a little bit about having some patience and trust and faith. So what it's saying is everything is in alignment. Everything is coming online for you. Financially, I think you're going to get what you're asking for. I think that's what they're saying. You're going to get the money you're asking for. Be patient. Don't give up. Keep believing in yourself. Keep the faith, and just, keep your eye open. Something is going to happen. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Okay, so that was Melise, and now we have Lisa Carmichael. So Venus and Scorpio for Lisa Carmichael. Venus and Scorpio for Lisa Carmichael. Venus and Scorpio. So what does Lisa need to know over the next month? Ooh, 8 of Wands. Great card. Things are going to move in the direction you've been wishing for. You're manifesting something, and it's going to come in pretty fast now. So I feel like some old pattern is ending for you, Lisa, and a lot of new energy, creative energy, offers of projects, different kinds of messages. You're going to get really busy. A lot of times, I know you're in a real estate deal right now. So a lot of times in real estate, the 8 of Wands means offers are coming. They're coming soon. It's swift. You're going to have to act fast. Okay? I hope that helps, darling. You're welcome, Melise. Okay, Laura Moritz. Okay, Laura, this is your card. Ooh, boy, that came out fast. The 8 of Cups and the Death card. So the Death card this is the card of Scorpio. This card represents the sign of Scorpio and all things scorpionic. So it's saying that you are indeed the 8 of Cups, walking away. You're walking away from something so you can transform your life, transform your relationships. You're ready to move on to something of a higher spiritual nature. Hi, Helen. It looks like also Maria may be up there, and Lisa, Beck, and Anne. Hi, ladies, in Instagram. Okay, so now I'm back to Facebook again. Yeah, Laura, big changes are occurring because you have decided that you, or maybe someone else around you, has decided to walk away from a situation that just doesn't work anymore, that's not for your highest good. So this person's like walking up towards the mountains, so going for their higher ground, so to speak, going for more meaning, something more meaningful. And then the Scorpio card, again, the Phoenix rising from the ashes. The only way you can become the Phoenix rising is to let go, surrender, and have that courage to face your fear and let go and leave and move towards what you truly want, because you can get it. Okay, this is a really powerful card. and powerful to get it for the Venus in Scorpio. So you're like really in alignment with the energies of this particular Venus. So it's a good sign for Laura. Okay, my final reading today is for Audrey Arnold. Because like I said, I have to leave at 11 to work with my writing coach on my sacred erotica novel about what happens to the little mermaid after she meets the prince. I've been working on that book for 4 years, and I finally just was like, okay, I've got to get it done. And I've made so much progress on it since I started working with Yancy, my writing coach, in June, and it's still been very slow going because I'm used to writing nonfiction books and nonfiction, marketing stuff. So it's been very eye-opening learning to write fiction. It's a totally different animal, and it's been a lot harder. You're welcome, Laura. So anyways, that's where I have to be at 11. So I'm going to complete with Audrey Arnold, and I will be back most likely on Friday for those of you who want a reading. And I won't do the same people next time. So yeah, you'll have a great chance of getting an individual reading on Friday if you tune in right away and make your request. But I probably will start limiting the amount of individual readings that I do, which I think is okay, because this collective reading we got today, I feel like really is going to resonate with you and resonate with a lot of people who need to hear the messages. Thanks, Audrey. Okay, so let me pick a card for you. Let me focus on your energy. So Audrey Arnold, Venus in Scorpio. So energy for Audrey over the next month. You got amazing cards. They're so contrasting. You got the Devil and the Star. Talk about contrasts. Okay, I'm going to ask for, okay, I think I know what this is. So the Star is all about hopes and dreams coming true, wishes coming true. So, but behind that was the Devil card. So what fears, limitations, ways you hold yourself back, you really need to look at those, because they're hiding in the unconscious. It's like, I'm in the shadows, ha. And she's like, get back there, buddy. I love this. And it's also, there's 8 stars on this. So, 8 is the number of power. It's also the number of Scorpio. So again, you are in a really beautiful alignment with the energies of during this next month. And if you are wishing for new love, for a new job, there's something about you really being your true self. She's a fully naked woman here, being your true authentic self, and that is the key for you. For healing, for a new start, living a life or living a dream or wish, something you've really wanted for this is a big wish. This is a big answer to a prayer. This is a miracle kind of a card. But then you got, again, Mr. Peekaboo over here. Peekaboo, Mr. Devil wants to kind of be the trickster here. So, yeah, remember we were talking about earlier in the collective reading, don't run away from your fears. Don't try to escape. Look it squarely in the eye, because it's not really that big of a deal. I don't know. I feel like the Star card really is unconditional, but I just feel like they're just trying to just make you aware. Your guides are trying to make you aware that there could be just some stuff lurking in your unconscious mind around believing you can have this dream, believing you can have this miracle. So don't doubt. In other words, don't let fear and doubt pull you away out of faith and go like, it'll never happen. You know, you don't want to be in that energy when you get this card. You want to be like, hell yeah, things are going to be fucking great. Okay? Because they are going to be, Audrey. So yeah, that was a nice note to end on for our readings. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And like I said, I do have a couple appointments today between 2 and 3 o'clock. So they're $25 20-minute readings. And I will be back again on Friday with another live for the Aries full moon energy. We'll see how anything escalates between now and then. It's only a couple, 48 hours. So it should be an interesting couple of days. All right. And I will open up more personal reading times on Friday. I've just got a lot of stuff going on today. Loving you all so much, and I will see you soon.